Happy Wednesday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. It is Wednesday, September the 9th. And it is a brisk 13 degrees Celsius here today. So I actually, since John is away, I stole his cozy sweatshirt to wear today. He has these work shirts that he buys that are lined with fleece. It is the warmest thing I've ever worn. So I'm going to be quite sad. I think I'm going to actually have to get him to pick up one for me because it is, I'm shocked at how warm this thing is. So I have been nice and cozy today. I also have a quilt on the couch and I've got a nice pair of slippers for my feet. So it is, I'm holding off on lighting the wood stove just yet, just a little bit longer, even though I love the wood stove. I just, you know, it's kind of like that. How long can you hold out before you have to turn on the heat? So we shall see. And here comes Miss Luna. First of all, before I forget, the yarn that I wanted to show you yesterday, my Polka Dot Creek yarn, that was this beautiful yarn here. There was actually another mini skein that came with it, but this is the one that I've chosen to use for the heels and toes. And oh, look at those colors. It's just this beautiful sort of pistachio. The name of this yarn is Pistachio Nut Crunch, which I think is just the most perfect name. So you can just see that peeking out there. Can you imagine those as a beautiful pair of socks? So this is a small indie yarn dyer in Airdrie, Alberta, Canada. There's her yarn tag. I purchased this a few months ago, I think in the spring. I treated myself. I know. I treated myself twice to special yarn this year. That was nice of me to myself, wasn't it? And it is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. So this is the yarn that I'm thinking would be perfect for Lorraine's Biscuit socks. And Lorraine is Ellinesse Crafts on YouTube. And it is the Biscuit, like the cookie, Biscuit sock. It is a paid for pattern that you can find. I will try to remember to leave a link down below. It's a very simple sock. It's kind of like a vanilla sock with a little bit of an added twist to it. And I think this yarn is going to be perfect for that pattern. So that's the plan. So last night I put one length of thread into both big projects that I've got going on, my Glendon Place Hope and Strength, and also my Colors of Venice as well. But again, I'll share those tomorrow when there's a little bit more visible progress. I did put in some work on my Martin Luther King sampler. This is Stone Street Stitchworks. And yeah, finished this border here, the vine, started the basket, and put a length of floss in to the border there. I had a question yesterday about how I am using the Q-snap, and it hadn't even occurred to me that you might find this funny. But of course it is a bit weird, isn't it? I don't remember seeing other people use it as well like this, but I'm sure people do. I didn't have a Q-snap that fit this particular size. I'm a bit funny about Q-snaps. I don't tend to love to use Q-snap unless it fits the entire size of the design on the inside of the Q-snap. Just a personal quirk. I don't like smooshing my squishes. My stitches. I don't like squishing my stitches under the clamp, even though they're fine. They're totally fine. It's just a personal quirk of myself. I don't know. It's kind of like a bit like nails on a chalkboard. I will do it if I have to, but I don't love to do it. I didn't have a Q-snap to fit this, and even the 6-inch would have been too small because this wouldn't have fit, right? But it's too small a piece of fabric to go in an 8-inch square. No, I could have made it work in an 8-inch square, but I don't Oh, my 8-inch square is in use with my Literary Alice. So this one was empty. I made it work. I am also not overly concerned with tautness of fabric. Like, I don't really, you can see the top here is not tight as a drum, right? So if that is your quirk, that you like your fabric to be absolutely, you know, tight as a drum when you're stitching on it, this would drive you bananas. But it works for me because I don't like stitching in hand, but I'm not overly concerned with the tautness of the fabric as long as I can stitch without having to hold onto the fabric in being floppy. I think that makes sense. So the piece of fabric that I'm working on is, it's a remnant that I got from the New Jersey Flosstube retreat. It's a silk weaver sample that we were given in a goodie bag, and it was just the right size to fit this design on, because I knew I was going to be using it as a fabric panel to turn into a drawstring bag, and I didn't need more than 1/2 inch of extra fabric in order to work with to turn it into how I want to finish it. So it was a great scrap of fabric to use for the project. But again, it's a slightly small fit for this Q-snap. But this is what I do all the time. I use quilt batting, and I put it, what you can do is, if you lay it, you can see, here's where the fabric ends, right there. I know that's not focusing. Let me get that to, whoops, sorry. Is that gonna focus? Can you see it? There. You can see where the fabric ends, and then you can see that the quilt batting, it surrounds that there. So the quilt batting grabs onto the fabric and it helps it stay in place under the snap where there might not be enough fabric to do that the way it is. But I always use the quilt batting anyways, even if my fabric was just the right size, because it makes those snaps fit really well. Even over time, after they get just a little bit loose, you know how snaps get a little bit loose over time? The quilt batting added in there just makes them fit nicely. So, and then you can, you know, you can tighten them as you work, and yeah, it works for me. We all just kind of figure out what works, right, for yourself, and what works for me would maybe drive you crazy. So there you have it. Anyways, I have a couple other things to talk about today. I'm going to end with a giveaway today, so stay tuned for that if you're interested in the Jeanette Douglas Blooming Bouquets stitch along that I have some charts for giveaway. Before I do the giveaway, I had a viewer contact me, Lynette Peters. And Lynette, I believe, is in Australia. And Lynette has opened up a brand new Etsy shop. And she pointed it out to me. She said, you know what, I'm just going to read her email to you, because that's just going to make things nice and easy. So hi Caroline, I'm a longtime watcher of your videos since video 1, actually. Wow, that's cool. And you have posted a couple of my works in progress for your lovely end of video pictures. I have finally managed to get an Etsy shop happening. Amazing how much time it takes, as you know. Yes, it does take a lot of time. It is called XStitchandHexagons. I have quilted and cross-stitched for many years, among other things like knitting, etc. I have had a bit of an obsession with quilting and hexagons stitched over papers in the English paper piecing method, as well as cross-stitch. So some of you will know that as EPP, English paper piecing. I decided to combine my love of hexagons and cross-stitch in some of my designs, and these patterns include full instructions for fully finishing with step-by-step photos. I have worked and taught in a quilting store and have had patterns published in a couple of the Australian magazines. For a while I have been considering opening up an Etsy shop and have finally made it happen. It is a work in progress. And she also says, if you would like to choose a couple of patterns, I will email you the PDF so you can see what they are like. And if you like what you see, you might tell your viewers. So here I am telling you about it. So I think you can deduce that I liked what she has in store. I have quite a few more designs in the works just waiting to be written up. Thank you for the many hours you have kept me company while stitching. Lynette Peters. I'm also going to include the PS here because I love these little personal tidbits. P.S. I also have played and taught music and flute, so enjoyed the musical snippets you occasionally shared. The latest line writer video had me entranced. And if you don't know what she's talking about, there was a video put out by a YouTube channel called Doodle Chaos, and it is they have a whole pile of these wonderful line drawing videos set to music, but this one is done to the first movement of the Beethoven Fifth Symphony, and these little riders are, you know, going up and down in loops, and it's well worth the just under 5-minute watch. So Doodle Chaos, Beethoven's Fifth. If you just do a Google search, I'm sure it will come up, and it is really really fun. Anyways, that's what Lynette is mentioning there. Okay, so Lynette's shop is called XStitchandHexagons. So I did wander over and I had a little peek. What I really was what's the word I'm looking, words. I was and I really liked what she's done, because I think it's a little bit different from what we normally see. And she has really and truly combined English paper piecing with cross stitch into these fully finished objects. And I thought they were unique and quite beautiful. So I did ask, she sent me a couple of the patterns. I chose two. I chose the, oh yeah, I have pictures to put in. One of them was a lacework runner, and the other one was the red heart tree. And so the red heart tree is a pillow, and the cross stitches in the middle of the design, and then there is the EPP is appliqued around the outside of it, and then the quilt is fully finished. And then the lace tail runner, as you'll see. So I'll put the picture of those two patterns right here. Aren't they pretty? They are so pretty. And then I had a really good look at the patterns, and Lynette has included instructions, not just the chart for the cross stitch for the stitching, but also basic instructions for how to English paper piece, how to do the applique work, so that all of the information that you need to fully complete the project that you see, so to FFO it, there's no guesswork. She's included the tutorials in and along with the pattern. So I thought that that was actually very good value for money for what the cost of the chart. So I thought that was really well done. So Lynette, you say you have some other things that you're interested in putting up, kitting up, setting up, charting. I look forward to seeing some more from you. So very nice designs in your shop, and thank you for sharing them with me. Thanks for letting me know. I hope that that there are a few other people out there who think that they're as pretty as I do. So. Okay, so yes, so Lynette, thank you very much. Very talented people we have in this community. Okay, let's get to the giveaway. So you might remember I have 3 charts to give away. I am stitching the 4th one, which is the, oh good heavens, what's the name of the one I'm stitching? I am stitching the 4th one of the series. Pardon the crinkling. I am stitching number 4, which is beautiful. This, so there's logo. What a gorgeous chart. The stitch along is going to be starting October the 12th of this year. So just over a little bit more than a month away. And I will be doing that on the Called For Fabric and Floss, which you can see. Oh, it's so pretty. Those colors. Okay, and the ones that I had the other 3 in the series for giveaway. The first one, which is Thankful. And the winner of this chart, this was a YouTube comment that was chosen, and the random comment chooser chose the comment from Julie Hartung. So congratulations, Julie. This chart is going to be headed out to you. And if I don't hear from you, if you don't see this video in the next couple of days, I will try to go back into the comments and find your comment. There were a lot of comments on that video. I'll try to find your comment, but I'm really hoping that you see this and you contact me. Julie Hartung. This pattern is for you. The next one is the Cheerful pattern. And the colors in this are so beautiful. Look at it. All of these, the colors are so pretty. So this is Cheerful, and this was the chart that was given away on Instagram. And the comment that was chosen on Instagram was from Janny Knitting. So congratulations. I believe your name is Jan. Jan, congratulations. You are the winner of the Cheerful chart. I have left you a comment on Instagram already, so I'm hoping that you will see that and message me your address so that I can get this out to you. And last but not least, the beautiful number 3 called Joyful. I know I have it 3 days. I'm in the middle of a really gray, rainy time period. So I haven't been able to do much of any sewing. I sew when the generator is on charging the batteries. So I am quite behind in my work. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'll catch up. This is, look at that. But you can see, I'm sorry for the reflection on the packaging, but I want to leave them brand new in the packaging for when I mail them out. So it's so beautiful. Look at that. Okay, so Joyful. And this was on the Facebook group, Friday Off the Grid. And the comment that was chosen, I had 400 plus comments on that chart. Amazing. The comment that was chosen was Paula Feehan. So congratulations, Paula. I have also left you a message on your comment, and I hope you see this, and I hope you message me your address. I would love to get these out in the mail next week so that hopefully they will arrive in time for you to kit this up and join in with me on the stitch along. October 12th, just over a month away, and that's going to be my new start for my stitch along. And there will be prizes. I have to decide how long. It's gonna be a while, because you know me, I'm not a super fast, you know, monogamous stitcher. So it's going to be, it'll have a decent amount of time in the stitch along. So if you can't start right on October 12th, that's okay. Join in whenever you can, and there will be, I'm sure, plenty of time for you to finish as well. And I'll have a project bag prize up for grabs. Maybe something else if I can think of something else. We'll see. Okay, so that is it. I did the giveaway. I remember to show you that beautiful yarn. I know I say this a lot, but there really isn't enough time in my day. There is just not enough time in my day for everything that I want to do and fiddle with and make and sew and knit and read and bake and all the things. All the things. Not enough time. Okay, so on that note, I will leave you for today. I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is supposed to be a couple of degrees colder, so let's see what else I can dig out of John's closet for tomorrow. We shall see. I hope you're well. Stay safe, And I hope that you have just a few minutes today for yourself, for your stitching, for your craft, whatever brings you a bit of joy. And I will see you tomorrow. Happy stitching, everybody.